Hello, I'm Frederick Janson, and this is the seventh section of my Change, Value, Behavior, and Performance Theory, which addresses the limitations affecting the valuation of change, in this case, logic. In addition to the flawed and subjective valuation of change using words and numbers, there are also major flaws, paradoxes, inconsistencies, or conflicts inherent in the logic used to relate numbers and words together, as illustrated by Gödel's liar paradox, where a liar who states he is always a liar is telling the truth by stating that he is always a liar, and thus is not always a liar. In logic, reasoning, and critical thinking, these paradoxes are known as fallacies. Unfortunately, logic is rich with fallacies, and logic is used to construct mathematical arguments, which are used to develop theories in physics, and all other tools used to objectively measure change. Searching the term fallacies on the internet will illustrate all of the different conflicts in logic, a tool used to value change. Despite wanting to report all of this to you in the most objective manner, free of fallacies, like almost all people, I've likely engaged in a whole range of intrusions on logic, reasoning, and critical thinking. Because I can't be everywhere at the same time forever, I don't have all of the information, and even if I did, I wouldn't be able to process all of that information fast enough to be able to write down a single word before I died. Accordingly, the fallacies rich in logic adversely affect the valuations of change using mathematics and physics. That said, and relatively speaking, mathematics, statistics, and physics are less subjective than most other valuations of change, but subjective nonetheless, and this subjectivity is collectively known as error, chaos, or entropy. Therefore, mathematics, statistics, and physics offer a best measurable guess as to what is objective, with degrees of error, good enough to launch deep space probes into space and have them come back to Earth, good enough to remove the organ of one animal and replace it with the organ of another, good enough to create diagnostic treatments and weapons out of atoms and molecules. Change is too small to see with the human eye, but not good enough to predict the weekly weather or hourly fluctuations in financial markets.